Hello everyone, Zeno here. Here to bring of part 9 of What If Jaune and his team become Spartan. Link down description of the fanfiction of this What If. Listen here YouTube. I do not own anything and this is not a scam. Chapter 17. It's been a few weeks since the capture of Adam Taurus and so far things have been going smoothly for the Spartans. With the death of Cinder and her 2 lackeys in prison, all that's left is to hunt down the remaining agents of Salem and find a way to kill her. But right now they have other things to worry about. With the information graciously provided by Adam, he told them everything about what the White Fang plans to do at Menagerie. Despite his capture, there are still people that aim for the extermination of humanity and the Spartans need to stop it before it gets any worse. Then we have the SDC, no doubt what happened to Adam's eye has happened to other Faunus as well. Jaune and the rest of Juniper team plan to raid every single SDC mine and free the Faunus. They don't care if Jacques or Atlas get angry, they can take the kingdom down easily. Juniper team are now in the command center, discussing their next set of operations. Jaune, so what are the reports? Pyrrha, with the capture of Adam Taurus, the rest of the White Fang are spread thin. Without the proper leadership, they'll fall one by one. Jaune, and the reports regarding the SDC. Ren, thanks to Mulan and Jaune, we were able to get every single info about what the Jacques is planning for the SDC, with this we can sabotage all his operations and those related to Atlas. Jaune, good, with what we learned Thar Jackass needs to answer for his crimes. Nora, yup, and I can't wait to beat the shit out of him. Jaune, get in line, Taurus has first dibs on that. Pyrrha, speaking of which, where is he? Ren, at the barracks with RWBY, she's tasked with babysitting him for the time being. In the barracks of the UNSC base, RWBY is assigned to keep watch of Adam. Juniper team gave him a proposal where he will assist them in ending all the conflicts in Remnant and in return they will help him topple the SDC as they have shown Adam that dust is useless against them and the elites. He accepted but he was implanted a chip in his head, should he ever betray them. Jaune or any of the members of Juniper team can press the button and his head goes boom. Safe to say, Adam will make sure he stays on their good side. RWBY watches as Adam is gearing up. He was given his gear and is now adjusting to his new enhancements. She can see a number of spray paint cans on the desk. It seems Adam decided to spray paint his armor, which is funny cause she did the same as well. RWBY, so, you finished? Adam, almost. But you can't rush art. RWBY, you find working with tools to be therapeutic. Cause I do too, whenever I work with my weapon. Adam, therapeutic. RWBY, it means relaxing. I think you do that when you think of blah. Adam, I know what therapeutic means and no, I rather not think about her, not anymore. RWBY, I see, let's change the subject. I trust you read everything that Juniper team has planned for Remnant and the history about their fight with the Covenant. Adam, yup. Good thing I took this proposal. If I didn't, well you know the answer to that. RWBY, I do. Do you still have any questions? Adam, no. RWBY, good. Then finish whatever you're doing and let's head back to the others. Adam, you got it. RWBY, just remember to keep your emotions in check once we head out there. Adam, oh, I know, despite all of this you know that Atlas and most especially Jacques won't stand for this. I know I have my reasons for hating them and I believe you have your reasons right. I've seen your file RWBY, Roman showed me why you joined us and I have a question, why? Why did you join and leave your team? From what I heard from Roman, you're not the type of person to kill, so what happened? RWBY, that's personal Adam and you are out of line. Adam, am I? You all know my story, why I did all of this. Why I want the humans and most especially the SDC extinct. So tell me RWBY Bronwyn, why did you leave your team and became the very person I see standing right in front of me? RWBY, I have my reasons. Adam, I want to know, Jaune and the rest of Juniper team told me the reasons why they do this and you should do the same. After all, everyone in Juniper team has been wronged, right? RWBY, fine, let's just say I believed and trusted the wrong people. By the time I realized it, the damage was already done and there is nothing I could do anymore to fix it. Adam, and what would you do, if those people were here now? Would you kill them, show them who you truly are? RWBY, if it means proving them all wrong, I will. After all it's like what a little bird said, the weak die, the strong live. Those are the rules. Adam, HMPF. Well then. As Adam puts his helmet on and looks towards RWBY. Adam, I guess you belong here after all. RWBY looks down and understands that her path now is set and can never go back to what she was as Adam brings his new set of weapons and goes to work. Meanwhile back at the base, Juniper team is looking at the map of the entire Menagerie continent and Adam graciously provided them with all the key locations of the White Fang and some of their outposts in the area. Nora, how many men are we bringing in for this op? John, around 36 to 84 men. Ren, so a few dozen. John, yes, this will be a stealth op. Can't have the citizens of Menagerie fear us. Pyrrha, he's right, we need to show them that we are here to help and not make them think we are invaders. John, exactly, that's why Ren and I will be leading this op. While you two stay here and keep tabs for us. Pyrrha, you got it John, and what squad of Spartans are you bringing? John, easy. As John presses a button on one of the consoles as a squad of soldiers enters the command center and they can see that some of them are sporting weapons that they aren't familiar with. John, this is a special Spartan task force I commissioned, they are called Shadow Squad. Nora, mind explaining what those weapons are John? 'Cause I ain't seen anything like that. John, sure. As John ordered the Spartans to place their weapons on the table. John, these are the new Promethean weapons we got from the Forerunner facility. According to Angel, there are multiple armory sections in the facility that houses all these weapons and we decided to let the Spartans use it. Nora, and how deadly are these weapons? John presses a button on the console as a screen pops up of a Spartan using the binary rifle on the grim and safe to say one shot disintegrated it into particles. Pyrrha, whoa. Nora, holy shit. John, yup, these babies are deadly. Ren, and majority of Shadow Squad ID equipped with these type of weaponry. Nora, the White Fang won't stand a chance against those weapons. Pyrrha, just make sure we don't let Atlas get their hands on these weapons. Ren, don't worry, we made sure that these weapons are well guarded. John, alright, everyone, you know your objectives. Once we reach Menagerie, wait for my signal. Pyrrha, and how are you going to enter Menagerie without scaring the locals? John, you'll see. Menagerie. In one of the White Fang outposts in Menagerie, a squad of grunts notices a ship landing in one of the beaches. WF officer, what's going on? WFG-1, we detected a ship sir, one of the scouts reported it just landed in the beach. WF officer, is it Atlas? WFG-1, according to what the reports said sir, no. WF officer, then send the team to investigate it, and inform the Albane brothers. We can't let Sienna know of this, there could be some supplies we could use and if anyone is inside, kill them. WFG-1, yes sir. The team of White Fang grunts made their way to the beach and reached the Pelican. WFG-2, this is the White Fang. Get out of your vehicle and surrender. The Pelican door opens as a silhouetted figure steps into view. WFG-1, hands in the air. John, yes, sir. WFG-2, it's just one guy. John, won't find anyone else on this ship. WFG-1, come on out. Take it slow. As John descends down the ramp. WFG-3, identity yourself. John, I'm just a friend and I'm just glad ya found me. WFG-2, this guy don't sit right with me. Now they are all back at the White Fang outpost with John joining them as him and the grunts are all laughing together. WFG-2, this guy's my fucking hero. John, oh come on, you tell me every single one of you wouldn't have done the same thing. I mean, come on, am I right? WF officer, that is a hell of a story, but it's time we got you fixed up and went on our way. Oh knows what Atlas would have done to get your hands on you. John, well hey, are you guys even bored out of you minds here? Place looks like a dump. WFG-2, now that's what I'm talking about. John, seriously though, this base looks like a fucking antique. Your leader couldn't spare the extra cash to fix this place up. WFG-2, huh? Yeah, right. WF officer, with majority of our forces spread out, there's no time to spruce this place up. With all the raids happening around Remnant, their main focus is to use it for whatever Taurus has planned back at Vale. John, yeesh, does he ever contact you guys or something? WF officer. At times, but it's to mostly bring more men. The Albane brothers are the ones that call all the shots here in Menagerie. John. Really now? I thought Sienna does all the work around here. WFG2. Oh she does, it's just that the Albane brothers are leading the White Fang all around here while Sienna just sits in her throne doing nothing. John. That explains why this place barely has any security. What happens if Atlas or the SDC will attack? WFG3. Yeah, I doubt they'll try anything here, there's nothing of importance here. WFG1. Yeah, most of the dust mines in here are filled to the brim with Grim, the SDC ain't wasting shit on that. WFG3. Yup. WFG2. Oh sure, they say we're at peace, but you know them pig heads will put a dust round through our heads faster and greased lightning if we gave them the chance. WFG3. Hey, that's intolerant. WFG2. You're intolerant. WF officer. Quiet. Truth be told, no one gives a rat's ass about the people on this island. Anybody out there really wanted them, they could have them, but knowing Sienna or worse Taurus, that ain't happening. As all the grunts chuckle. John. Alright, then that settles it. We'll take them. WFG2. What? Whatcha mean? John. I mean, I'm going to kill all of you, and take over your base. All of the White Fang soldiers in the room share a tense, uncomfortable looks. WFG2. Huh. The WF officer hesitates, before unholstering his pistol and drawing it at John. John kicks it out of his hand, sending the gun flying into one of the grunt's head. John punches the officer in the face several times before heel-kicking another grunt in the groin, then snaps his arm into the base of the officer's neck, knocking him to the floor. Another grunt grabs John's arm and spins him around just as John kicks him in the head. WFG2. Come, air. One grunt swings a punch at John in succession, both of which John catches, before twisting the grunt's arms and headbutting him. John descends into a ground-level kick, sweeping the grunt out from under his feet and careening into another grunt. WFG2. Shit. Sorry. The grunt staggers around in a circle to face John, only to have his punch deflected, his body spun around, and his arm broken with a loud crunch. One of the grunts accidentally punches his friend, as John sends the one that was punched sprawling to the floor. WFG2. Come on. Come on. The grunt grabs one of John's pistols that he dropped and did not shoot John but accidentally shoots the other grunt in the head. John whirls around and faces him. WFG2. Oh. John rams into his legs, flipping the grunt on his back. Then John proceeds to unsheath his knife and throw it at the last grunt, embedding it in his face. John. Bullseye. The WFG officer drags himself toward the table and pressed a switch that activates the alarm. The entire area of Menagerie can be heard with sirens as all the White Fang are confused by this. WFG. Huh. All of a sudden a cloaked figure behind him snaps his neck. Ren materializes into view, along with Shadow Squad. Ren. No survivors. Inside the outpost, two more grunts ran in with their weapons. WFG. Sir. John standing behind the officer's body, as he props him up like a puppet. John. At ease, gentlemen. He then pushes the body aside and shoots the grunts as they fall to the ground. One of the White Fang grunts that was still alive starts to reaches for a weapon. John. Calm down now. I'm not gonna kill you. WFG2. You. Why you're not? John. No. He is. The White Fang grunt looks up to see Ren standing over him, his shotgun held at point-blank range. WFG2. Oh, son of a bitch. And fires the shot. Chapter 18. After the fiasco with John almost triggering the alarm in the facility, Ren began scolding him on how John almost got them caught, when in reality they were supposed to do it stealthily. John. Before you say anything, yes, I know they triggered the alarm, and yes, I did have more fun because of it, thank you for asking. Ren. John, Pyrrha specifically said not to play around, you were lucky enough that the White Fang didn't send reinforcements. John. Well, then we just got lucky. Make sure not to tell Pyrrha about this Ren. God knows what kind of scolding I'll get from this. Ren just sighs, while shaking his head. Meanwhile, Adam, who just arrived in the White Fang outpost, watched the whole interaction and had no words for this. John. Ah, Adam. You're here. Did the men clear a path to the throne room? Adam. Yes, they have. Quite frankly, they were doing a good job at it. Those weapons you gave them, well, let's just say that what remains of them will not ever be seen again. John. That's kind of the point, considering the shit we have is considered high-tech. Makes sense that the Forerunner weapons we built can do something like that and will no doubt be used against those two brothers. Ren. Anyways, what's the situation in the throne room? Adam. Sienna is still there as usual. It seems the Albane brothers are there as well. Ren. Good, from what you told us. Those two are the key of removing the violent element of the White Fang. With them gone, we can negotiate our deal with Sienna. With the evidence we have about their plans and your say about this, she will accept any deal we have and have the rest of their White Fang cell taken out. John. Then let's move, we have a small time frame for this and don't want to miss it. The two nod and follow John out of the outpost. He contacts his men. John. Shadow Squad, Watch Hour 6. We're headed to the White Fang throne room. Any hostile you see, take them out. If any civvies spot us, subdue them. We can't make a scene here, got it? Shadow Squad. Yes sir. John, Ren, Adam quickly made their way to the White Fang throne room, with Adam leading them to it. They were able to slip past any patrols they encounter or citizens that were passing by as they finally made it to the entrance. Adam. We're here, so how do you want to do this? John. We go into the front entrance, no explosions, no shooting, nothing. We need to show them that we are here to talk, not to attack. Ren. Have the rest of Shadow Squad set up positions around the throne room and have their guns trained at any hostile they see. Ren. Understood. John. Good. Let's go boys. The doors of the White Fang throne room were open and all the guards aim their spears as they see John, Adam, and Ren entering the room. John. Calm down everyone, we're here to talk. So lower your weapons down and we can sort this problem out peacefully. Sienna. Judging by the armor, I take it you're not Atlas, right? John. Of course we aren't, that would be a huge insult if people keep referring to us as Atlas soldiers. Anyways, we are from the UNSC. I take it you heard of us. Sienna. Actually I do, word around here says the UNSC has been helping Faunus from all around Remnant. I heard you even treat our kind equally compared to those in Atlas, and I heard a tip that your people have started raiding SDC mines and freeing our kind. You'll also like. John. That we are, and with you knowing of our gracious deeds. It will be easy for us to start these talks and quite frankly, I want to get this over with. John nods to Ren as he went up to Sienna and handed her a datapad. Sienna. What is this? Ren. Evidence of what the White Fang has been doing behind your back. Sienna looks at the info on the datapad and from what they can tell as she continues to read it, her face began getting angry by the minute. Sienna. This is unacceptable. I did not approve of any of this. Their actions is going to cause more problems for the Faunus. Where is Adam now? I take it you are monitoring his location due to his actions. John. Well, look no further cause he is right here. As John just points to the Spartan beside him, who is Adam. When Sienna saw this, he was confused. Why is Adam part of the UNSC? From what he can tell, knowing him, he would never work with humans, ever. Adam takes his helmet off, revealing himself to Sienna. Adam. I know what you are thinking of, Sienna, and I will just say that these people are willing to help us. I didn't trust them at first, but their actions speak otherwise. Sienna. So everything I saw here is all true. Adam. Yes it is, I was supposed to work for someone in destroying Vale and sending our message to all of Remnant. It even has evidence we are working with Roman Torchwick himself. Sienna was shocked by this revelation, while the Albane brothers frown. They hope Adam won't reveal their plans. Adam. And there is something else I need to reveal to you, and it's our plan to kill you and take leadership of the White Fang. Sienna's eyes widen, while the Albane brothers grit their teeth in anger. Sienna. Adam. Explain now. Adam. Easy, the Albane brothers and I plan to kill you and take the throne. After all, there are other members of the White Fang that want you out of the leadership position and are willing to stand by us. John. But we dealt with them accordingly and now it's time for us to tie up loose ends. Fennec. And you think you have the evidence for this? Corsac. We won't believe any of your nonsense, you must have brainwashed Adam into following your orders. Adam. Really now? Then all of these statements from your followers says it all are the calls that the UNSC have been monitoring regarding our talks. As Adam shows them a datapad filled with info that is already proof of the Albane brothers' evil deeds. John. End of the line, now why don't you come quietly and we'll make sure to give you a nice cell back at base. They see the 3 Spartans move in on them and with no other option left. The Albane brothers grab Sienna hostage and all the guards aim their weapons at the Spartans, showing that they sided with the Albane brothers. Sienna. What are you doing? Fennec. Something we should have done a long time ago. Fennec aims his weapon at the Spartans, with Corsac having his weapon at Sienna's head. Fennec. Stand down now or else we'll kill her. As a matter of fact, just one step and she's dead. Sienna. You think you can get away with this? Corsac. Of course we can, with you dead. We'll just blame the UNSC and no doubt it will spark outrage amongst the faunus. Plus, who would believe these humans over us? John just nods at Ren as he gives the signal. They won't waste time in negotiations, especially with these guys. Before anything were to happen, Shadow Squadron fires the Promethean weapons as Fennec and all the guards turn into ash. Corsac is shocked by what he saw right in front of his eyes. Corsac. Brother, no. John. Ren, using the speed boost armor enhancement, rushes to Sienna and kicks Corsac in the chest sending him flying to the throne. Ren. Hang on Sienna, this will be a doozy. Ren quickly rushes out of the White Fang throne room and heads outside, where the rest of Shadow Squad is waiting for them. Once they reach the outside, he drops Sienna and he can tell she looks out of it. Ren. Don't worry. That's just whiplash, it will go away soon. He looks over to a group of Shadow Spartans. Ren. Take her somewhere safe until we clear out any remnants of the White Fang under the Albane's leadership. Shadow Squad. Sir, the White Fang have started their attack. Looks like the Albane brothers sent out word about our intrusion. Ren. Then set up defensive positions and let's deal with the threat. We need to form a perimeter. Shadow Squad. Yes sir, right away. Meanwhile back at the throne room, John and Adam watch as Corsac stands up, after the brutal kick courtesy of Ren. Corsac. You, and here I thought you would be worth something more for our cause. Adam. I thought the same thing as well, but these guys opened my eyes. There are bigger things out there, bigger threats that could lead to the end of all faunus in Remnant, and if I want to show them that we are not just animals to them. Why not start with what we are truly aiming for? Corsac. What nonsense are you talking about? The humans will treat us like animals, this human spouted out lies. They would never help you achieve what we wanted to accomplish. Adam. What you wanted to achieve. John over here showed me that all the faunus that sided with the UNSC have been treated fairly and not like wild animals. They are putting in their end of the bargain and are planning on destroying Jacques power over Remnant. The faunus will be free in the coming days. But the problem is you fail to see it. Corsac. No. You fail to understand Adam, what we are doing is the only way for the people to understand who we really are. There is no peace and unity among the humans and faunus, it is only us that deserves to rule over the humans. They have enslaved us for far too long and it's time for them to understand that we are not the one that is supposed to oppressed. It's them. John. Just hearing your nonsense reminds me of the Covenant. They wanted to enslave the human race because the prophets told them of a prophecy that they will reach salvation and all of that was a lie. John walks forward and stares at Corsac dead in the eye. John. Tell me, how many of your own kind have you been lying? Letting them believe this ideology you have created. That you faunus are more superior and perfect than humans, when in reality, all of us are the same. We do the same actions, and commit the same mistakes. You claim we are horrible people, but the faunus can be on the same boat as well. Corsac. You're delusional, thinking that the faunus are just the same as humans. Don't make me laugh. Adam. I see, so there is no hope for you to listen to reason. Then so be it, John, I will handle this and don't worry. This will be short. John nods and steps back a bit as he sees Adam bring out 2 grenades. Corsac on the other hand gets his weapon ready and waits for Adam's attack. Adam throws the grenades up in the air and immediately gets in a stance, his gauntlets now opening up, revealing themselves to be flamethrowers. Adam. Kaboom. The grenades explode above Adam as he activated the flamethrowers and makes his way towards Corsac. All that he saw was a trail of fire behind Adam as he leaps towards him. Corsac quickly dodged the blow as Adam crashes on the throne. Corsac went for the attack, but Adam spins around and delivers a punch that sent his weapon flying. He uses his flames to boost himself towards Corsac and deliver a punch, sending him to the ground. Corsac quickly picks up his brother's weapon and charges at Adam. He dodges the attacks of Corsac and retaliated by bashing his arms at his head, grabbing the knife and stabbing Corsac in the dick. Adam uses his flamethrowers to boost himself again, and elbows Corsac in the face, knees him in the gut and throws him towards Jaune, who ran right at Corsac and grabbed him by the neck and ground slams him to the floor. Jaune got the knife that was stabbed in his dick and used Corsac's clothes to clean it. Jaune, it's over. You lose. Corsac struggles to stand up, but was able to get in his knees as he shouts at the two Spartans. Corsac, over. No, you think you destroyed us. Finished us. No, you are dead wrong. There are hundreds and thousands of people like us that are waiting to tear you humans apart. And there is nothing you can do to stop it. We will rise and will get back up no matter how many times you bury us. And for as long as there are people like me, you're all as good as dead. Jaune and Adam exchange glances and shrug before proceeding to gun down Corsac. Jaune, you know, I don't think he'll be getting up from that one. Adam, me either. They see Ren enter the throne room. Ren, you guys good? Jaune, yup, you. Ren, fine, some of the White Fang attacked the Thorn but we deal with it, the rest of the men are rounding them up. I still have squads searching for any remnants of what's left of the White Fang under the Albane's leadership.